Seth Porges in Paris, who was on scene moments after one of the attacks there. What can you tell us?
Yes, hi. So I'm staying in an apartment directly adjacent to the attacks at the restaurant. It's a neighborhood called La République. It's a bustling nightlife, bar, and restaurant neighborhood. At first, it wasn't apparent what was going down. It looked like any normal police activity. Maybe there was a bar fight or a traffic stop or something along those lines. And then it became apparent that something bigger had happened. I had stepped outside maybe 10 seconds after the gunshots had gone off. Speaking to people, it appeared to be numerous gunshots. 5 or 6 reports now suggest there was a Kalashnikov AK-47 rifle. I talked to people who said that they saw some bodies fall. They saw some people who looked like they were alive as well. At first, there were rumors going around that people were shot in a car. It appears now it was a restaurant. It's sort of a corner next to a canal where there's McDonald's and another restaurant, and people were not sure if it was at the McDonald's or the other restaurant where this was occurring. I saw an individual with a bloody hand and a white towel wrapped around it, huddling, hiding in the entrance to the apartment I'm staying in. On my way out, blood dripping from him. I don't know if this was related or not. It looked like at first glance he had cut his hand, although now it appears there might have been a gunshot.
Seth Porges on the line with us live from Paris, an American journalist on vacation there who was on scene moments after the attack. Seth, how would you describe the neighborhood where what just happened is?
It's a bustling nightlife. It's a bustling nightlife area. There are numerous bars, restaurants, a lot of activity. I got away from the neighborhood once it became clear, but I'm actually back there right now on my cell phone because I'm going to attempt to get back into the apartment and kind of hide away. The streets now appear to be blocked with police vans. I'm looking at one right now with a flashing light. They have loudspeakers. You can probably hear them. You can probably hear those loudspeakers right now speaking at the crowd. The crowd is looking at them. Last I heard there was a gunman on the loose. I don't know if that's changed. That was about 15 minutes ago.
Well, authorities have told us that they believe there are multiple gunmen and they don't know their location at the moment. I wonder if you could describe what the scene is like out and about now. Have most people gone into buildings and are sheltering or what?
Yes. Well, it was at first nobody seemed to be aware what was going on. I was at the scene and people 10 steps away were laughing and talking on their phones and weren't aware. And then you could sort of see the wave go through the city as fewer and fewer people were on the street almost by the minute. And those who were there were not laughing anymore.
It's my understanding, Seth, that this is one of those neighborhoods, and there are multiple in Paris, where it wasn't unusual to see, in the wake of Charlie Hebdo and otherwise, people patrolling different sorts of events, that security had become the norm since the January attacks?
Well, I don't live in Paris, so I can't speak for sure about that.
Yeah, I wonder if there was any sign. Was it a sort of carefree environment prior to all of this tonight?
Yes. It wasn't on lockdown. It wasn't like that. I mean, there's security in the city as there is in any big city these days, but it wasn't like on lockdown. People were out and about and having a good time. It's a Friday night, and then this happened. And
after the initial realization, at first, of course, people are laughing and not realizing what has happened. Once they did, was it quiet? Was it panic? Or was it something in between? How would you describe it?
Well, it's a big city, and you could sort of see, you could tell by people's faces whether they had heard almost. And at first, I saw this police activity, and I looked on Twitter and started Googling just the name of the neighborhood, and there were maybe 2 mentions of any activity or police in French. And then within 10 minutes, there were hundreds. Word got out pretty quickly. It wasn't like the whole city came to a hush immediately. You could sort of see it spread through the town.
Right. Seth Porges, an American journalist on vacation in Paris. What's your plan now?
I'm going to try to get back into my apartment and hide up. It's on the other side of this police barricade, so we'll see what happens.
Seth, good luck to you, and thank you for calling. It's one of those situations where now no one really knows what to expect. We know that many areas of the city are on lockdown, that authorities